Visiting lecturer, and hello everyone. I am Duch Layhouy,
I am Phnom.
and we are the MC for today's podcast. And this podcast is all about the events that happened to our classmates. So we will read some of their story and let's see what is it about. But first, let's welcome our special guests, David and Takada.
Hello.
Today is such a nice day, right?
Yeah.
How are you both?
I'm good, same as always.
Okay, that's good. So now I'm gonna read the first story for you. The story goes like this. The first day that I stepped into my class in grade 10, there was a new transfer student to my class. She is 3 years older than me and everyone else in class. She was an introvert, so she didn't talk to anyone. And one day I heard that her mom passed away. At the same time, her dad was ill too. I was really pity her. She comes from a poor family, but she tried so hard to face all the challenges in her life. She didn't ask for my help, but I knew she needed help. So I gave her some books and some money because that's the only thing I could help her at the moment, and it was a sorrow for me. So what do you think about this first story?
I think she's such a pity because she had to face a problem like her mother died at a young age. She shouldn't face that. Moreover, that she's an introvert, right? So maybe she don't have any friend. So it's good for you that you have such as money and any other thing like books and something like that. It's good.
Yeah.
And I hope that she'll get over it soon. I hope so.
Yeah, sharing is caring, and that's a good thing to do. So how about Takada?
Yeah, for me, I think it's a good story about our classmate that want to have their friend in their high school, and even though she or he doesn't have much to have, but it's all about kindness that you have for your classmate who was in trouble, who was need you in the moment, and yes, I think that's not most people how they do.
Now let's move on to the second story, and the story goes like this. I feel so sad after my school announced that we will study for 8 to 10 subjects for the semester. Before I take the entrance exam, I didn't know about this, and now I just want to drop out of that school, but I can't. My mom wants me to finish it because it remained 3 months left, and I just regret it. I should have done some research about that school before I decided to study there.
Oh, 8 to 10 subjects. I think it's too much.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, currently in our department, I think maybe 5 subjects, right?
Yeah, only 5 subjects per semester.
Yeah, just 5. I feel like I'm lost, but I can imagine how hard it is around 8 or 10 subjects.
Yeah, imagine the amount of assignment and homework that she will get.
That's the ball. Yeah,
that's a lot, for sure.
and I don't know why did you just like take the entrance exam just like carefree? She doesn't do any research about that. Why?
That you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, at least
You should at least know first.
Yeah, we should get to know everything first before we get.
Yeah, like she definitely should take or do some research before like decided to study there, because she might regret it later, just like what she did, because she didn't did the research or know about the school, so she ended up like this. So yeah, we should at least do some research before we do something, or before we decided to study somewhere. Yeah.
So now what do you think?
Yeah, for me, I see that she somehow is careless about her studying to research on what she wants to learn, and it also happened to me too, because I thought that I would study French fluently, but when I enrolled the class, it was harder than I think. So I hope that you guys don't make the same mistake as our classmate or as me.
So today we have a third story for you.
Yeah.
So the story is about this story is from the past, but I want to pull it into the present. Many years ago, when I was studying at public school, there are students for every student to guard the class. I was a nervous person and not really brave enough to stay home alone. I don't like watching horror film or any scary movies. Whenever I go somewhere, I always going with my best friend. One day, when my schedule for class guard comes, I have to study at class for a full noon and night. Unfortunately, the schedule let me and my best friend guard together at the class that night. We sleep on table in a class uncomfortably because the night is so silent, but only the birds and dogs sound screaming through the sky near a school. My friend sleeps faster than I expect. I don't want to bother wake him up, but I feel so uncomfortable with sound of dog barking. I look at the windows and see branches of trees dancing with the wind, and the moon seems so unclear. I heard the sound step, but I don't recognize if it's an animal or the thief. Suddenly, I hear the sound knocking my classroom door. I almost about to scream, but I try to calm down with my face turned red and sweaty. I don't want to wake my best friend up because I'm afraid that we would scream and make it outsider know that we hear. I try to remain calm and hide in the tables and silent the whole time until the knocking sound goes off. My friend sleeping the whole time just like someone used medicine on him, and I am alone, can't even fall asleep. After a while, the moon starting to shine brighter and I feel a little bit better, even though it gets brighter, but I start to see unclear reflection on the whiteboard. But I don't know is it real or not, since there are only two of us in the classroom. I try to ignore it and I wake up my best friend. But after the wake up, he start to looking at me like there's something. But then he finally awake. He tell me that when he asleep, in his dream, he see himself walking around the school.
Wow.
But he is so cold outside, so they try to find some room to let in. After I hear this, I'm so shocked, but I act like nothing happened. I survived the whole night, and now it's morning.
Really? You mean that reflection or the sound of door
Reflection
knocking?
on the whiteboard.
Would that mean your
Like-
best friend?
His best friend was sleeping,
Oh, so you mean the knocking sound, right?
knocking outside.
Yes, it was his friend.
He don't know that his friend was sleeping with him.
Yeah.
But he sleep like he got the medicine, like he sleep like he take the pill,
But
but
this is like what a coincidence, because he said his friend slept and his friend told that his dream was he's outside the school and he was trying to get into the classroom because it's cold outside.
yes, but he don't know is it his friend or a dog or outside that try to knock off something and the wind or something. He don't know what is outside, but his friend sleep with him.
That's creepy.
That's so fucking creepy.
Yeah, I swear, but if it was me, I wouldn't survive that night.
Yeah.
Can it be his friend?
You think his friend sleeping and walked outside?
No, it's just like his dream, maybe his soul, I guess.
What? Is it the ghost or something?
Yeah, because his friend was trying to get into the classroom because it's cold.
Yeah.
And he said there is a knocking sound. There's a high chance.
I think
that
this is a
it
dog. Reflection, I think, because he's so scared, so he saw something like he had schizophrenia.
Imagination.
Yeah, I think.
Scared by his own imagination.
I think. What do you think?
Well, this is such a long story. I wonder who wrote it. Yeah, I almost didn't catch most of it. But anyway, how about that? What do you think about this story?
Look at him, he's so shocked.
So guys, this story sounds like a movie, and our classmate really good at writing to describe the story. And in this story, I can say that when you feel scary about something and you start to see things in a creepy way, like as you see a shadow of the tree and you thought it was something else, like a ghost, monster or something else. And yes, I can feel it when I was little. I feel the same way that when I sleep alone in my room, but when I cannot sleep well, I look around my room and I saw that my clothes, it feel like a ghost that's staring at me, and I feel so scary, and I cover my face with my blanket, and I hope that it disappear, and when the morning come, it's just my clothes. So it's really really stupid of us when we scare of something. And what I say that it feel like the story is about you who can see your best friend's soul outside the class, because he mentioned that his friend dream about walking around the class, around school, and you guys at classroom and you start to see feel something unusual. And yeah, I think that it's funny and creepy at the same time. That's all for me.
I have a question. When did the public school have you go to private class?
Oh, it was like maybe around almost 10 years ago. Like my friends were studying at public school and they were got like it has schedule. But in the old time, like some school they got the whole night, you know.
I didn't know that.
In Phnom Penh, like in Tuakok.
Oh, I see. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. So, is there any more interesting story for me?
Is there anything else? No. So our podcast comes to an end. Thank you, Kakada, and David for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so for your sharing interesting story with us. Thank you very much.
And thank you everyone for watching us, and I hope everyone have a nice day.
Bye. Bye.